was not comfortable at all with vulnerability. All of these things that we talk about. It was. You literally said to me, you've got an issue with vulnerability. And no one had ever even criticized me before for anything. I was doing such a good job of putting it out there and looking like I was Miss Perfect.
Yeah.
And that really hit a core with me that started this journey that 5 years later, when I listened to all of these attributes of what's in our core and all of those parts of our personality that I now embrace and love, and just the klutzy clunkiness and the suckiness of it all and not being perfect, it is such a relief.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a relief.
So suits you.
Yeah, but you did. You clocked me straight away. Oh, I know, it suits me, yeah. It suits you all. Yeah, trust me on this one.
It really does.
Yeah.
But it really does. So you did all your research.
Yes.
What were you looking for?
I was looking for rigor. I was looking for a place that I didn't just get to become a life coach after 3 days in the room, because I realize now I'm a lifelong learner. I love that I'm able to identify with my values around curiosity and a desire to really make a difference and make a significant difference. So I wanted to work with a company that had high standards that suited someone like myself, and I also wanted that international recognition and the depth. I wanted to dive deeply into this journey. I wanted to work hard at it.
And you didn't want fluff and no nonsense.
Absolutely.
No, not just get on with it.
Yeah.
You wanted it straight up. I remember that. I remember you saying that. I just wanted straight up.
And then also the skepticism of sitting there and reading things like, oh, if you just do what we tell you to do in the course, you'll be able to earn your fees back before you finish with us. I remember going, oh, yeah, right, as if. That's what happened to me. Just follow everything that you get taught if you do join the journey with TCI, the level of support that's there, the progressiveness. I'm thinking about where the training has gone in the last 5 years and continues to do. I love the fact that no one rests on their laurels at TCI.
There's
You're always
level.
sharing. I know, because of the lifelong learning. So that's been something that's that I've really enjoyed. But that sense of inclusivity, suddenly you are in a tribe where you are supported every step of the way. There is no phone call, no question that won't be answered. There will be nothing that ever goes not followed through completely. And so those standards have, even in the 5 years that I've been with the college, they just continue to be refined and grown upon.
Wonderful. And next year's amazing. Have you heard about it?
Ooh,
yeah, I'm teaching more emotional intimacy.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah, much more. And the whole, I'm running advanced skills next year.
Ah, you're back in the room. Yeah. Lucky you people. Yeah, yeah.
You can reattend.
Really?
Yeah, you can reattend.
Yeah.
I'm taking over advanced skills next year.
Oh, so good, so good.
Yeah, so it's the second level program.
I was just thinking that's a real treat, because I know
I haven't run it in 15 years.
No, I know. I'm just thinking that's a real treat. Because one thing I just want to say is that the Ultimate You book and coursework has all only been in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
That is the most phenomenal book training experience, because what we get is 16 years of Sharon's journey and dedication and mastery to wanting to understand the best and then share it with us. And
that's
that
all I
book
talk
was
about
a life
now.
change for me. So
I keep bringing it to life in all that coaching. And the other thing we're doing next year is we're mapping all the courses to evidence-based.
Brilliant.
So to all the research and the research articles, so we can show the whole program is evidence-based. It's a 5-year program I've just started.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so it's a great time to be with us.
Yeah.
The next 12 months. Yeah, exactly. Good. Well, it's going to be fantastic. 2020 is just, I thought this year has been remarkable. Now, there was something you would love to share about. We'll start with, firstly, your income. So people sometimes say to me, not so much anymore about the Coaching Institute. In fact, not that often. Can you make money at that? Most people know that we help people become successful at it. Can you share what your aspirations were when you started and how you're doing?
Absolutely. I remember in the beginning thinking, I can't imagine ever even being able to charge $100 an hour or $150 an hour. That would just be inconceivable. I now don't work for under $200 an hour. I've hit 6 figures. I'm going to be doubling that in the next 12 months. most of my days, I've got makeup on and a nice top. I've got tracky pants, Uggies, my dog on my lap. I'm on my Zoom calls. When my daughter comes home from high school, the slow cooker's on, the washing's on the line, the house is warm in winter. She's doing her homework, but she knows I'm here. I'm there to check where she's at. That has been the most incredible part of the journey, is now controlling my destiny and knowing my worth and seeing that in my clients and what I realize I can give to them. So that focus on other people, it's such a gift.
Look at you, you just lit up.
It's
amazing. All I can do is keep comparing where you were at in my mind's eye, sitting here and remembering that day. Thinking, wow, just so you know, behind the scenes, I was thinking when Ellen was in my first room, wow, I've really got my work cut out for me here. Thinking, wow, because she was going to be tough. It's like, man, I have to bring all my game.
Oh, well,
remember, you became my special project.
Yes, I did. I was a challenge. And I do look back now on that rigidity that I had about myself and expectations of myself, and my journey into vulnerability and self-care and self-kindness and self-compassion. And I think I was speaking to someone when they were registering this morning about the biggest surprise, the thing that I never expected from this journey. And I honestly think that if I had never earned a cent or taught a single person, but what I've learned about myself as a human being, and now who I role model to my daughter, to my husband, to my friends, to my family, that is priceless.
Yeah.
And that's every single waking day of our lives that we get to experience this sense of self-love and self-compassion that was just completely foreign to me back then.
You're amazing. You're amazing. Tell me about your daughter now, because I know you began the journey. Your story, please.
So when I started, my daughter was finishing primary school, and I was working in a job where I'd actually outsourced to full-time nannies for half of her primary school years, and I realized that as an only child, I didn't want to not be present for her during her high school years. So I was also looking for a career where I could get to run things on my own terms. And she's now in her final year of high school. She's just the most solid, fabulous, confident, self-loving child. And the one thing that I think has been really significant in this journey, and Sharon, I asked for your advice on this a few years back when I started to see her emulating the ridiculously high bar that I set for myself academically and just the expectations that I was placing on myself. And I started to watch her starting to get upset if she wasn't like coming first in something. And I was like, oh my goodness, I do not want to have someone go down that journey that I went down. And Sharon, you said to me, okay, what's really important that you share with her during your journey of becoming a coach is how much it sucks, and how in that sense of like you're not going to be perfect, and it's going to be moments where you're going to be feeling really scared and uncomfortable, and you're going out of your comfort zone, and you'll run workshops and only a few people will turn up, or you're busy stapling together your things and thinking, oh, have I got anything to share here? And you suggested to me, it was the best advice ever, take her on that journey. Let her experience you learning something, having your training wheels on, not being great at it, but trying your best. That's what it's about. It's about trying. And I really believe that she is the embodiment now of just giving it a go.
Wow.
And that is the greatest gift that
That
you
is
have given me.
amazing.
I am so eternally grateful
Thank you.
and Elsie is grateful to you as well, as is my husband.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
Huge fan. Is there anything else you'd like to share? What would you say to anybody who's thinking about joining the Coaching Institute?
Just join. just join. Please, I'm here for the whole weekend. I'm really happy to share more about my story, answer any questions. There's an amazing group of other
You're in professional
people.
coach. You're in the top program.
I'm in the top program. I've done all of the courses, but I might just be going back in the room if I get that opportunity
Of
to work with
course.
Sharon.
I'd love to have you. I'd love you to sit there.
I won't cross my arms, I promise. I must be lying there. Yeah.
Just do it.
It's a journey for yourself, if not for anything else. And it is the best place in Australia.
Wow,
seriously, to do this.
The community is amazing, isn't it?
The community is unbelievable, and the campus down in Melbourne. So even though I'm Sydney-based, it was never a challenge being able to get into the rooms down there. So
No.
much of the work is online. The support is phenomenal. So don't see physical distance with where the headquarters are as any sort of reason to doubt taking this journey.
Well, we've got students in
All over the world.
Nigeria.
Yeah, that's
So,
yeah.
Sydney's okay.
Sydney is just fine.
Any questions for this beautiful woman? Oh, wow. Okay, yes, please.
I wonder if you could just talk us through when you were training and you first jumped to having clients and
Yeah.
obviously to now you're at this level. So I guess just how
Absolutely.
that whole experience was and nervous or challenges.
I don't think it gets, you're always going to be nervous because you want to bring your best to the situation. And that's the thing with coaching is that it's an unknown experience every time because the active listening, not taking judgments into the room, just being open to where that conversation is going to go with that person. What's amazing about the Institute is how you start to practice on one another. So, and then you're fully supported with your triads. There's such encouragement around also how to gain your first pro bono clients. And one of the things that I think is unique about TCI is that there's this incredible amount of material that you'll learn about coaching models and how to coach. But the support, and this is the unique part of TCI, is the support on how to create a business, how to actually get clients is just phenomenal. And that's something that's quite unique.
Thank you. Join our How to Get Your First Paying Clients in Your First 90 Days program. It's free.
Yeah. So there's all these
It's in the. If you're a member of the
groups.
program, just join the How to Get Your First Paying Client in Your First 90 Days. That's how
and
you
if
did
I
it.
can suggest something, rather than me who thought I knew it all, just do what they tell you to do step by step. It's all written down. Just do it. It's literally every template, every script is there. Just do it because it's been written by someone that knows what they're doing.
Or do it your own way and we'll compare notes later and I'll have a good laugh.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah. I hope that answered your question.
Thank you.
Do you mind sharing how you went about transitioning from your full-time?
Sure.
Yeah, how did you do that?
Yeah, okay, no, certainly. So I was a film producer beforehand, and it took me a few years to move from full-time film producing to full-time coaching because a lot of the movies that I work on take sort of 5 years as the producer. So what I did, and this again was advice given to me by TCI, is find your niche, go an inch wide and a mile deep. And there's so many specific courses around how to find your niche. So I started out by thinking, well, where's my narrative, my journey going to make the most sense? So it was within the film, media, entertainment sector. So
I remember you starting.
yeah, so that's where I basically started to look for my clients. I did a lot of pro bono work with a lot of emerging people in our sector as a way for me to basically start to feel comfortable about being able to charge because I was seeing value. I was starting to realize that was how I was going to feel more comfortable about what I charged per hour, was starting to see the caliber of my clients and I suppose their seniority in the business.
And they started seeing your value and
Yes.
started talking about you.
Yeah, and so
I remember that.
it was all just staying within that industry. And now most of my non-media sector clients are all through referrals. So
How
as
good's
I
that?
say, I was able to just stay there.
Yeah,
So
good on you.
I don't think I've spent hardly anything on marketing myself because I did a lot of free time in my industry, but I was very clear on where I wanted to serve. And I'm still very passionate about the film industry. So that there's a great alignment there for me.
We can teach you all of that.
Yeah.
That's in our hands.
So with your clients, are they mainly online? Do you do a lot of face-to-face?
Most of my clients are actually online, even my Sydney-based clients, because I really love my dog and I love my Ugg boots. And I love my garden and I love being able to hang out at home.
Oh, I love that. I really love that. Do you have Zoom?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
Zoom's
good.
the
Who
bomb.
here's got Zoom or could get Zoom?
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what it is, it's free. It makes Skype. It's sort of,
It's
knocks
better
it
than
out of the
Skype.
water. Yeah.
And it makes it possible for you to coach clients anywhere in the
Anywhere.
world. I've got clients in the United States.
Yeah.
They'll never meet me. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's all on Zoom. How good's that? Any other questions? Yes.
I had to be vulnerable. I had to let go of that fabulous crust that I had created and start again with learning to create a new relationship with the person that I was when I was learning to walk, and I had all of that sort of lacking in self-consciousness. So it was just a journey back to who I always have been.
Yeah, I think. You're amazing. Thank you.
Pleasure. No, it's a real pleasure.
Eleanor
to
didn't know
serve.
she was going to be up here until the last break. I said, hey, can I have a chat with you on stage? So thank you so much.
No, that's my pleasure, because I
Thank you.
really am here to serve everyone this weekend. It's such a privilege to be able
thank
to
you.
continue to support a community that has literally been life-changing for me.
Oh, wow. Can we give her a huge thank you?